going on, everyone? My name is Jack Southall here with my Raw review, of course, for the March 16th, 2015 episode of Raw. The road to WrestleMania is continuing, and because it's St. Patrick's Day, well, here in Australia anyway, we've got a special guest here with us. We have Hornswoggle, who's obviously a little smaller than he usually is, even though he's not that big to begin with. Hornswoggle, what did you think of this Raw? Well, go on, what did you think of it? Nah, screw you. Well then, we just chucked him over. Let's get into Raw. So we open up the show with an authority segment, so real original stuff here. We get Seth Rollins pretty much fucking saying that Randy Orton betrayed him. First of all, Seth, he didn't fucking betray you, okay? You betrayed him back in November, so that's a pretty stupid thing to say. But I know he's trying to get heel heat and trying to come out like a hypocrite, so understandable enough. So then Big Show gets the mic, they boo him because no one wants to see that fat fuck. I'm just kidding, he's not a fat fuck, he's just husky. Big, whatever. He was just saying some stuff I don't get. They were just apologizing to him that they trusted Orton and all that, just the whole authority. And then Randy Orton comes out and he said he made Rollins look like a bitch. And what else? And so Orton says that he's just gonna I'm just looking over my notes here. And so he's going to face him in the main event later tonight. So we're going to get Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. Because let's have that match before WrestleMania, of course. Logic, as always. And he better get the job done tonight. Because if he doesn't, when he gets to WrestleMania, he will end the undisputed future of the WWE, whatever, trying to threaten him. So, yeah, not looking good for the Orton and Rollins feud so far. Hopefully it does get better when the night goes on. So, our first match, AJ Lee with Paige in her corner versus Nikki Bella, of course, with Brie Bella in her corner. Yeah, they gave a good amount of time, I think like around about, 10 minutes. They were doing some good stuff here and there, but Paige gets involved at the end, Brie Bella and those two have a bit of a squawk around. So, Brie pretty much pie faces Paige into the post, and just after that, Nikki just hits AJ with that fucking big ass right hook or whatever. Hits the rack attack and wins the match. So we get a fucking backstage segment with Big Show and Kane and Rollins, and so Big Show and Kane are threatening to just walk out, which doesn't make any sense. Like, when all of a sudden they decide to just go, oh, we were apologizing to you before, oh, yep, fuck you, let's just go. Do they have bipolar or something? Like, seriously. Just get Big Show and Kane off my fucking television screen. Like, just leave, please. Next match, we got Ryback versus The Miz, two guys who are going to be in the Memorial Battle Royal. When Miz gets to the ring, he does his typical yay and boo for The Miz, and then Damien Mizdow just comes on and goes yay. So Ryback gets an early lead into this match. He just bites him off a bit. Ryback's holding Miz, and he tells Mizdow to hit him, like, come on, man, just kick the shit out of him. So Mizdow makes a fit, and so he's like, oh, I'm gonna do it, but he pussy's out and decides not to. Ryback wins the match. Then afterwards, we finally get Mizdow hitting the skull crush. No, not Mizdow. Miz, fucking hell. Hitting the skull crushing finale on Mizdow, which I'm gonna suggest this means that they're no longer together. So the feud between Miz and Mizdow is official. Is he gonna go back to being called Sandow or something? I hope. To be honest with you, I kind of hope he does win the Royal... Not the Royal... Fucking hell. the Memorial Battle Royal. Was for some reason I hope Miz and Mizdow the final two, because that'd be really cool. We get this stupid contract signing segment with John Cena, Rusev, no Lana, Rusev's lawyer, and I'll get to more about his lawyer in a second. But, so Michael Cole is in the ring for the contract signing. Cena comes out and he's like, I'm doing it for America, and, all that shit. Rusev comes out with no Lana, just this man in a suit. Like, what the fuck? What happened to Lana? I think she's filming a movie or something. Like, really? Out of all the times you've decided to make her do a movie, you pick right now during WrestleMania season. Just brilliant. Anyway, Rusev talks shit to Cena. He says that fucking Russia's better than USA and all. He did some pretty good mic work, I will admit. But Rusev's lawyer for the Hall of Fame, definitely. His act just... I swear, WWE, Vince, or whoever the fuck's in charge of Raw, just went backstage and just found these random people, and they had a competition. Whoever had the most decent Russian accent can be on Raw. And the guy who was his lawyer must have won, and now he's just... Oh, that was so bad. Like... so shit. So then, fucking... What have we got here? So, Rusev flips the table and, shoves Cena down, and, Russian flag holds on, so Rusev be looking strong so far, but, I don't know what they're gonna do, next week, because next week's the go-home show, but, I don't know who's gonna get... I think Rusev will probably get the upper hand, and then Cena will, Superman his way at WrestleMania and win the United States title. Why? Because that's what John Cena does. Next, we get the New Day taking on the tag team champion Cesaro and the most underrated wrestler on the roster, my boy Tyson Kidd. So it was an okay tag team match for what they had, but for some reason, Los Matadores and El Torito, the stupid fucking little bull, had to just grace us with our presence. But first off, where are the Usos? If you've got Los Matadores, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, and the New Day, all apparently going to be in the match, where the hell's the Usos? Have they just gone away for this Raw? Have they given the day off? I don't know. But I don't care. I'm happy that my boy Tyson and Cesaro have won the match. Good. So, next, we get another backstage segment with Seth Rollins, and J&J Security are like, screw you, we're not going to help you during the match. And Rollins is like, oh shit, everyone's turning on me, where? All that. And still didn't make sense. It was like, why are they turning on him? Like, so stupid. But later in the night, it made a lot of sense. We get a Brock Lesnar interview, not live, of course, but pre-recorded. He says, that he's just practically being a cunt, because that's what he's good at. And he's saying that he loves beating people up and getting paid for it, which is probably true. And he just talks about him ending the streak last year and how he loved it, because, he's Brock the cunt Lesnar. And he talks about conquering drugs, this is typical stuff. And then he closes out this with, saying, at WrestleMania, I'm going to fuck up Roman Reigns. The end. And he actually said fuck, by the way. They bleeped it out, but whatever. It was a pretty cool interview. Next, we get the extremely interesting match of Big Show versus Eric Rowan. I didn't even think this match actually ended up taking place. This was just a stupid-ass segment. We might as well call it a segment. No. Oh, wait, this is the wrong bit. So, we get Eric Rowan coming in. Big Show attacks him before the bell, so the match didn't even actually happen. He just beats him down. It's just... Can we just get Big Show off my screen? We need to start a hashtag. Hashtag fuck off Big Show. Can we get that trending, please? Because that would be awesome. Hashtag fuck off Big Show. We might as well do the same for Kane. Hashtag fuck off Big Show and Kane. Let's get that trending. WrestleMania 31. Hashtag of the century. Next we get bloody Big Show. He's in the ring. Just out of the blue with a bunch of jobbers in there. So the match begins. It's just a battle royal, and everyone's getting thrown out except for Curtis Axel because of Axelmania, brother, or whatever. So everyone's eliminated except Mark Henry and Kane. Yay! Oh, two big men going at it. Just bloody Vince McMahon's wet dream right there. So Axel runs in on behind and he throws out Kane. Doesn't end up doing for Henry. And if Mark Henry wins the fucking Battle Royal, I swear to Christ, man. Like, I'd go with Curtis Axel rather than Mark Henry, Big Show, and Kane. Just those three can just bugger off. Next, we get the typical awesome Paul Heyman segment we've known. Just go watch his promos. Like, seriously. Then Mr. Cocker's Fist comes out, and the thing that made me go, oh my god, was the shirt. Did you see the shirt he wore? When people say that Roman Reigns was the John Cena 2.0, I didn't believe him. I thought, get over yourself. Then I saw his shirt. I believe something like that was on his shirt, and I went, yep, he's the next John Cena. That's something you would see on a John Cena shirt. Something like, I believe that I can, all that dumb bullshit. I mean, it's not really dumb, but you know what I'm trying to say. So, this is because he will be able to win, because he's the next John Cena. We get chants of Daniel Bryan, which was amazing. That's proof, Vince. People don't give a shit about fucking Roman Reigns. We want that bearded prick in the main event scene, man. Like, Daniel Bryan needs to be in the main event, but he might be in a picture with Dolph Ziggler, so that'd be fucking cool. So he closes like, believe that, Mr. Cocker's Fist, and make it rain, and that bitch leaves. Let's go to the next bit. I better wrap it up. It's like nearly 13 minutes. Jesus. So we got a 6-man tag from SmackDown. Ambrose, Ziggler, and Bryan versus Stardust, BMB, and Luke Harper. R-Truth is on commentary. And for some reason, he's got the freaking IC title on a hook that's on his jacket, which was quite funny, actually. Pretty good match for what it was. This was just a rip-off of SmackDown's main event. So all the baby faces win. Then, of course, everyone tries to steal the IC title. But the bit that got me really hyped up was when Luke Harper was eyeing R-Truth. R-Truth throws it into the ring. Bryan catches it. Then Ziggler comes in. And they stare each other down with the IC belt. And I'm like, oh, damn. Like, I think one of those two guys is going to win the IC title. It's either going to be Ziggler or Bryan. I hope, or maybe like both of them could hold on. Something like that. And it'll lead to a Bryan Ziggler feud. How awesome would that be, man? Could you imagine the match quality? Oh, so good. Then we get a backstage segment with Trips, Steph, and Rollins. Just same thing as the previous two. They're like, oh, you brought this on yourself, Seth, and all that shit. Once again, stupid at the time. We get a Bray Wyatt promo, and he's in the rocking... He tells, like, this promo. There was, like, an urn, not the Undertaker's urn, but, like, I believe of Sister Abigail's ashes, and he, like, poured it out onto his hands. It was really creepy. And so he's like, says he's the new face of fear, like a really cool promo. I believe, is this where we get... Yeah, we get to what should have been the main event, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. So Orton's in the ring, he's waiting, backstage, and this segment was really, really cool in my opinion. And so here comes Seth. He's like, I played you, Orton, and then all of a sudden the entire authority, and I mean everyone, Trips, Steph, the two bald fucks that need to retire and get off my television set, J&J security, the whole lot, they come in, they surround Randy Orton. He's got a chair in hand, he's ready to go for it, and then all of a sudden the crows start calling, Sting shows up with his bat, Orton just looks at him like, son of a bitch, and then they clean house. It was sick, man. Like, they do some contests on, they do some shit on J&J Security. It was really awesome, and that's how we ended the show. So, pretty good ending to Raw, in my opinion. This show, in my opinion, was pretty lackluster. Not horrible like last week's Raw, but I'm just going to give this Raw 1 thumbs down. You know, they could have done a lot of things better. But, yeah, you know, a lot better than last week. So, at least that's a change. Anyway, I'm just going to wrap this up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like. Comment down below your thoughts on this Raw or WrestleMania 31. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Hit me up on Twitter at JackamanLol31 for more updates on wrestling and all kinds of shenanigans. And yeah, that's how we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I am out in 3, 2, 1.